The annual gathering of the Africa CEO Forum for 2017 has ended in Geneva, Switzerland, with a direct focus on shaping the future of Africa, with discussions ranging from leadership to digital technology to women in finance, building African champions and networking opportunities for the delegates. The forum was not short of critical talking points. Our channel's business editor, Boason Omofaye, covered the forum, and he joins us live in the studio to tell us more about this. You're welcome to the program, Boason.
Thank you for having me, Topper.
So what are the key deliberations at the forum on how Africa should position for the rise of economic nationalism in the Western world and populist political governance?
Well, you just discussed the impact of Brexit on African migrants. If Brexit is going to impact African migrants, then it's likely going to impact African companies. You have a number of African companies listed on the London Stock Exchange, for example. You have African companies doing business both with the UK and with the European Union. Britain was a colonial master for a number of African countries, Nigeria, Ghana in West Africa, and a host of others on the continent. So it's quite one major geopolitical issue that is part of the consideration and the talking point at the forum in Geneva. There was also have a new administration in Washington that has a totally different direction from the Obama administration. That was also part of the discourse. You have new elections coming through in France and in Germany later this year. All these are major economic powerhouses with big trade, commercial, technical relationship with a number of African countries, including Nigeria. Then you find a number of African countries to the north, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, the rest, looking more towards sub-Saharan Africa, down south, looking at footholds in Ivory Coast, in Mauritius, in South Africa, and elsewhere. So you find a total new world out here. First, on the geopolitical front, how do African companies doing businesses with the United States look at Europe, look at the cancellation of the TTP, look at Russia-US relations. So these are all difficult times and changing times and challenging times, as it were. But of course, there are new opportunities as well that are there.
So, Boason, what impact do you expect this forum to have on Africa's economy and African businesses in the long run?
It will have, because you just have to sit down with investors who are in that part of the world, in particular Europe, the Northern Hemisphere, and see what are they thinking. Are they pulling out of London and heading to Frankfurt, Berlin, Luxembourg, or Ireland for as new headquarters? Would they be sharing jobs? How do all of this come together? These are some of the things that were discussed at the forum, and this is the takeaway. Again, Brexit will happen in the next couple of weeks or thereabouts. So there are new thinking and new ways of, let's go back home and think things over, develop new ways and reshape Africa businesses and economies.
Our channel's business editor, Boason Omofaye, thank you so much for coming on Network
My
Africa.
pleasure.